Jacob. Hi.
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 So you're graduating.
Uh,
What is your last day?
I actually don't know. I
What
don't
do you
keep
mean you
track.
don't
I
know?
don't keep track.
You're not counting the seconds?
It's sometime this month.
Okay. Where are you going to school?
Most likely in Lamar.
Oh yeah?
hmm
Why do you say most likely?
Oh, just because I haven't completely decided what I want to do. Well, I mean, I know what I want to do, but I'm either going to go to the military and then go to a Christian private college after getting the GI Bill,
Mhm.
or I'm just going to go straight into Lamar.
The military.
Mhm.
I didn't think that was a thing that you wanted to do.
Oh, well, I grew up in a military household. My dad was in the Air Force for 20 years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh. How do you think coming to Calvary, specifically like the student ministry, has kind of prepared you for going off to college, if at all?
Lots of ways.
Okay.
I mean, like, I was saved at Calvary Camp a few years back, so
When you say a few years back,
I mean 2016,
really?
Return of Royalty.
That's kind of late in life for a kid who grew up in the Bible Belt.
Hmm. You could say that.
Okay.
I
I
just
mean, I'm not trying to say that like it's abnormal. I'm just trying to say
Mhm.
most
It wasn't
kids.
until that point where I realized that, well, believed anything.
Okay. What made you specifically believe anything?
I just wasn't doing really well at that time. Um, at camp we had all the messages and everything. I think it was John Decker there. All of his messages were based off of like coming to Christ and stuff like that. And on the last night during worship and stuff, I realized I couldn't be alone anymore because I felt really alone at that time, and I was never really happy or anything, and I had no joy at all.
What specifically kind of motivated you to make that decision in that moment? You say, you were kind of in a tough place in your life. Do you think just because you happen to be in that tough place in your life is why you kind of accepted what was being said at camp?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. Well, yes.
Then would you say that that tough place in your life was worth it in a way?
You could say that. I mean, everything happens for a reason, and it could have just been that leading up to me getting saved.
Does it though?
Yes.
Everything happens for a reason?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe 100%.
Would you say making the decision between like Lamar and the military is something that you're making on your is a decision that you're making on your own, or is something that you're consulting like a family with, or
I
do you
think,
pray about that?
well, yeah, I've been praying a lot about it. That decision I'm really making on my own. I mean, I think I might end up just going to the military.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I would want to stay here in Beaumont. I like it here in Beaumont, even though it's boring. There's nothing to do here, but I just like it here. Um, it's the first time I've stayed anywhere for an extended period of time. So
Oh, because you grew up in a military family.
yeah, we would move every like year or two.
How long have you been in Beaumont for?
Like coming up on 5 years now. So
Okay. So you would say because you've been here, this is kind of the most stable place that you've been in your life.
it makes sense to me here.
Okay. Whenever you think of like the military, like going into the military, it doesn't sound like it sounds like that's something like in your brain you think you should do, but you don't really feel like because it's
Yeah.
comfortable here. And
Military isn't something I would really want to do,
Mhm.
but it's something that I would do just so that I can, I guess, go to a better college.
It's a smart decision.
Yeah, it'll look good, but the thing is, I'll just feel it.
Yeah. Do you feel like that way of thinking is wise or unwise?
Well, if we're talking from worldly views, it would probably be unwise, I guess.
Just
In a way,
'cause-
just because, I mean, like everyone says follow your heart or whatever, but everyone wants like to be successful and have money and whatever. And the military is something that I would be doing so that it looks good on my resume and stuff like that.
Okay.
But if I went to Lamar, it would be because, I mean, I want to become a teacher.
Mhm.
And the reason I want to become a teacher is so that eventually I can become a missionary.
Really?
Mhm.
That was a leap. To-
But at Mission Arlington, I prayed a lot about it. And I don't know. There are mission trips that Calvary does that I could be a part of.
Mhm.
Should actually probably look into getting involved in those. It's just been kind of busy recently. I've been, bouncing back and forth in my head for months and months and months about what I want to do. Parents keep on asking me what I'm wanting to do with my life, stuff like that, and I never had an answer. And now I do.
What do you think the last 5 years of your life God has been preparing you for? If you had to look at what you feel like is God's work in your life, what do you feel like the direction is that that's been taking?
I don't know, a lot's happened over the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, there was Harvey, and that's still affecting people, so, well, including me.
Did y'all get damage in Harvey?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like 6 feet of water.
Oh, goodness
Yeah.
gracious. Yeah,
Mhm.
terrible.
And we're still rebuilding the house.
Goodness. I mean, what? That was coming up on 2 years ago now. I mean,
I remember people saying that we'd get the house done by December. 2 years ago.
so yeah, I mean, you look at like Camp, Harvey. Sounds like God kind of really worked on you at Arlington.
Very much so.
If you had to kind of try to make sense of it, it's a difficult thing to. I mean, look at the huge, massive scope of that.
I can't make sense of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to make sense of everything that goes on.
So that knowledge of that, the knowledge of the idea that you can't make sense of God's plan. What is that? What kind of state does that put you in?
Just hoping that it leads to something. I mean, how I was saying that everything happens for a reason or whatever. I know it's all preparing me for something. I just don't know it yet. It could be preparing me for college. It could be preparing for me. It could be preparing me for stuff that comes after college. It could be preparing me for stuff that comes down like 10 years down the line. I just don't know yet.
Then what do you do in the meantime?
Wait and make jokes. I don't know.
Wait and make jokes. Okay, I like that.